Welcome back to another video. So first of all, a big thanks to everybody who has been commenting on my previous few videos, especially about the dependent visa. I'm really happy to find out that a lot of people found that video so helpful. If you haven't watched that video yet, please make sure go and watch that video. I'm pretty sure that will be a helpful video for your dependent visa process. So before further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So today we are going to discuss about this topic, which uh, to be honest, I've been getting a lot of message about this topic. To be honest, so the topic today is it possible to get a job here in the UK when you are coming on a dependent visa? So a lot of people have commented, and a lot of people have messaged me saying that, oh, John, do I have to change my career, or do I have to start working as a healthcare assistant, or as a delivery guy, or like a warehouse assistant job or something, because of COVID, is it very difficult to get a job? So I've literally got many questions wrote down on my laptop. I'll just read out that for you. Is it difficult to get a job here in the UK? That's one of the main questions that I get asked. Do I have to change my profession when I come here? Like a lot of people who are coming here on dependent visa, they must be, they must have been working as an engineer, or like a designer, or a doctor, or whatever it is, like back in their country or somewhere else. So I get a lot of questions asking that, do I have to change my career? Can I get a can I become an engineer there because I have been working as an engineer? So a lot of questions come and go. So another question is, what's a healthcare assistant? So then what kind of jobs can I get in the UK? So first of all, before I get into details, first of all, I would say you can work here as as a healthcare assistant, as a delivery guy, as an engineer, as a designer, whatever your profession is. So if you're I mean, if you're if you don't give up, I'm definitely 100%, I can say that you will get the job that you want, right? So the main problem when somebody comes over like on a dependent visa, like most definitely their wife or the husband must be working here in the NHS or something else, and they want to bring their partner over. So the partner comes over, then they can't find a job, so they usually will settle for like a healthcare assistant job, or like a warehouse assistant or something like that. A lot of people will let go of their main profession, and they will go for something which they feel like they are not competent enough to get a job here. That's the main thing which comes to their mind when they come over, to be honest. So but basically I would say, like I say, if you are if you don't give up, and if you keep applying for jobs, you will get a job. You will definitely get a job here. So I am coming from a designing background. Worked as an interior designer, and a 3D visualizer back in India, and back in India in few different cities. And then I went to Dubai, and I was in Singapore as well. So when I came here back in 2000, I think last year, it was very difficult for me to find a job. So because the main thing they were asking was like, do I have a local experience? So definitely, I don't have any local experience. Like, I've never worked in the UK before. So I've I got like few interviews, and all the interviews they were asking, do I have an experience where I can showcase what I've done in the UK. So I was like, I don't have any experience here in the UK. So most of those interviews didn't go well. Then eventually, after I think after 1 month, I started doing like Uber Eats, Just Eat, those kind of delivery jobs. So most, like, see, if you think about money, yeah, you can definitely make money doing deliveries, doing any warehouse job, doing working as a healthcare assistant. Definitely you can make money, but you should always go for what your mind, or what you want, what you exactly want. Don't go and settle for something which you don't really want to do. So the next thing is, so I just talked about delivery. The next thing is, you can work as a healthcare assistant. So a lot of people think that healthcare assistant job is something easy, or like it's. I mean, you will find a lot of videos in YouTube saying that, oh, you can work. It's easy to get a healthcare assistant job. It's easy. I would say, with my personal experience, I would say no, it's not. It's definitely not an easy job. It's something new. If you are not coming from a medical background, it's totally different, I would say. I mean, it's a lot of new things, a lot of new adjustments you will have to make to that job, because that's something which is very different. So I'm not gonna go in details. Maybe in the future I will make a separate video just talking about what are the exact things that you do as a health and care assistant. So I worked as a healthcare assistant for one or 2 months, 2 months, while I was applying for my full-time job. So that was an experience, I would say. Like, I don't regret it, because it's just like, taking care of people. But like I say, if you're not coming from a medical background, or like a care background, you will find it very very difficult, to be honest. But at the end of the day, like I said, like, if you are like a person who will just like settle for something like that, definitely you can do that. Like, it's your personal choice. I wouldn't say, like, there is nothing. I mean, there is no right. Like, it's your own decision. But like I said, if you don't give up, if you keep applying for your same professional jobs, I can guarantee you will get the job. So when I was working as a healthcare assistant, I kept applying for jobs here in the UK. I got few interviews, which some of them went well, some of them said, like, they will get back to me. Didn't get any. Then after around like 2 months of searching for jobs, I finally found a few jobs which I got accepted. Then as a like I said, as an interior designer here in the UK, and I said yes to one of the jobs which I found where I can excel in my career with the experience I had already with me. I thought, like, that's the perfect job for me, and I was so happy. Like I said, like, if you don't, like, settle for something which you don't really want, and if you chase what you exactly want, I'm definitely telling you, like, you will get that job. So the second thing is, how to go about this job hunting thing. Well, how I did it was through mm, few different things. Like, I used Indeed.com. I feel like that's the best platform where you can find the right jobs for you. So second, there are so many job portals here, not just here in the UK, everywhere. So it's up to you which one to choose. But I was mainly using Indeed.com. Uh, so when you are applying for a job, the first thing which comes, the first priority is your CV. I mean, your resume. So your resume must say everything, whatever you have done in the past. Like you should elaborate about what you have been doing back in India, or back in Dubai or Qatar, or wherever it is. Should definitely, like, make it in a small paragraph, saying that you have been doing this, and so on. Then all of your qualifications, your details, everything, and it should be well designed. It should not be like a typical resume where it's all just text. There's nothing else. I feel like if you really want to stand out, your resume should speak by itself. Like it should be something nice. It should stand out from all the other ones. The second thing is, you should definitely write a cover letter saying that if, like I say, when you come here you don't have any local experience, so you must definitely say that, saying that you're looking for an opportunity where you can excel with your career, learn new things. So you should definitely consider writing a cover letter whenever you're applying for a job. The third thing is, let's say you get shortlisted for few interviews, it went well, but they were like, oh, they are not hiring new people, and they say, like, in the future maybe they will get back to you saying that maybe they are not in a position where they can hire new people. I mean, I'm saying salary wise. So in that case, what you can do is just write them a mail saying that I'm ready to do a voluntary work, or like if they offer apprenticeship. That's the best thing that you can do when you finish your interview and they are like, they are not ready to employ you as an employee. So if you so this is something which I observed here in the UK. People here are like very friendly. They want to teach you things. They are very open minded. If you ask them for any kind of doubts or something, like they are they are very welcoming. So if you ask somebody for a chance to, like, learn something, they will definitely say yes. They won't say like, oh, we can't do that, or because like I said, I have worked in different places. I know how people are, like, so I don't want to like get into details, but so I found that very helpful. Plus, like I said, when you are approaching that way, like a volunteership or like an apprenticeship, people will definitely say yes to that, because first of all, they are not gonna pay. Like, I hope you all know voluntary work or apprenticeship is something which is not like a full-time job. You might be doing that like weekly, 2 to 3 days, or like depending on how busy they are. So where you will only get like a small stipend, and I mean that should be enough. Like, like I say, like if your end goal is to land on a full-time job, you should definitely take that approach. And I can certainly say that you will eventually they will eventually, like, offer you a full-time job, like my case. So that's the best way to go about it. And like I said, like if you don't give up on your job hunt, you will definitely get the job. So that's about it. So personally, if you ask me, I would say, yeah, come to the UK, as even if you're coming here as a dependent, or in whichever way you are coming here, I would definitely say don't give up on your career. Keep searching for jobs. In the while you keep, I mean, searching for your full-time job, do something, do some side jobs like deliveries, like working for Uber Eats or Just Eat or whatever it is, then, or like work as a healthcare assistant. But don't settle for that. That's all I'm saying. Don't settle for that job. Like I say, like, you will make money there, but most definitely, if you get a full-time job here, eventually you will get I mean, if the company is good enough, they will sponsor you. If you want the sponsorship, you can get them to sponsor you. I mean, as long as, like you all know, like, if you're once you're on a dependent visa, you don't need any sponsorship to work here. So yeah, that's out of the discussion anyway. So like I say, like, don't give up on your dreams, and keep fighting, and I can most definitely say, like, you will get the job that you're looking for. So that's about it, guys. I hope this video is useful to some of the people out there, and like this video if you find it helpful, and Please don't forget to subscribe, and see you in another video. Cheers. Thank you.